Hey, what's up? It's Sunny. Welcome to Sunny's Geeky Grove, the podcast about all things geeky. In today's episode, I will be discussing and sharing with you some self-care tips, some that I use myself, and some that I have found through varying sources. But before we dive deep into those wonderful self-care tips, hit that subscribe button if you've been waffling on doing it, or if you happen to be new here. I post new podcast episodes every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, ironically, typically runs rampant during the long winter months. Not only that, but the stress of the holidays can make things even worse. Family can be rough. Now, these tips aren't just for those specific situations. These tips or ideas can be used at any time. These are some of my own personal self-care tips and others that I've heard from varying sources. So why don't we start off cheap and easy? Drink a large glass of water. Room temp or ice cold, it really doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. This isn't meant to solve anything like, dehydration or help you lose weight. Fam, this is just to give you a minute or two to focus on drinking a glass of water. It gives you the chance to stop thinking about whatever is stressing you out or upsetting you. It could be maybe you've just had a really crappy day and you are a little anxious. Just focus on just drinking the glass of water. Plus, it'll be crisp and refreshing. If the water in your city or state or county or whatever isn't potable, buy a Brita filter, or, even if you have to, buy bottled water. Arrowhead is cheap and delicious. The dollar store has gallon jugs. I think it's Crystal Mountain water, and they are $1. That is a good deal. And that way you can have a full gallon, or it might even be 2 gallons. I don't know. It was insane. But I definitely recommend that if the tap water in your area isn't good, or if you just prefer to drink bottled water, I guess, those large volume bottled water options are going to be better because there's less single-use plastic and you can pour into your water bottle, into a cup, something like that. Obviously, I do recommend, if you are going that route, to get a reusable water bottle that you can fill and recycle, that big water bottle that you get, because we want to do what we can as individuals, even though corporations are the ones hurting the planet. Speaking of water, take a bath. If you don't happen to have a tub, a shower works too. The warm or hot water, the sound of it, all of that will help you relax. If you have a tub, you can drop some bubble bath or a bath bomb in there for some luscious smells. Plus, washing your body will give you a concrete thing to focus on. And afterwards, you will feel clean. You will have something tangible accomplished. So you're getting that relaxation, that break to stop thinking about things. And you will also have accomplished something, which should also make you feel good. You could also do the opposite route and do your hair. If you have enough hair to style, you could try a new product. You could try a new style you haven't done yet. Or if you're in the shower, try to give yourself a mohawk. Make Liberty spikes. I don't know. Have fun with your hair. Just lather up a bunch of shampoo and just start trying Ferris Bueller, Emma Stone. Just do it up. It'll be funny, and it's not permanent. You're not altering anything. You're just having fun. If you are an individual that wears makeup, this is a good time to play with it. Try a look that you thought you could never pull off. Play around with shades and textures you haven't tried before. If you typically do neutrals, try throwing some vivid colors on your eyes. My personal favorite thing to do is play around with like a bronzer as eyeshadow or a highlighter as setting powder. Make my entire face a shining, shimmering splendor. It looks absolutely ridiculous, and it makes me laugh. And suddenly, my entire face is a shifting hue of blue and purple. NYX Holographic Halo Setting Powder is what I use as highlighter, but in this instance, I'm referring to it as a setting powder. It's hilarious. They said it was a setting powder. A setting powder. They wanted you to set your makeup with this. It turns your face blue-purple. It doesn't work like that, NYX. It's not a setting powder. Why are you lying to me? Also, it's not holographic. Anyway, play around with makeup because it's fun, and then you can wash your face afterwards, and all you're doing is just having fun. And that's what it's about. You're not focusing on whatever stressors you're going with. You're not feeling bad about, hey, hi, Ward. You're not feeling bad about whatever situation is going on. You are just focusing on trying something wild and new on your face with your makeup, and it's not permanent. It's gonna wash off, and makeup is typically something that can be used dozens and dozens of times before you run out of it, so it's not extremely wasteful, and plus you can practice doing stuff with it if you wear makeup regularly or semi-regularly or occasionally. Anyway, another thing that's really good to do is take a walk. If you live in an area that allows for it, a walk outside will give you time to think. Or it could afford you the opportunity to stop thinking and look at the world around you. I like to walk around my little apartment building. There's a neighbor that has a few flower boxes. They're dead now, but during the spring and summer, they smell so nice. Now, I'm not a huge fan of outdoors, but that small walk is good to give me the chance to get some sun or moonlight and feel the wind. Getting that breeze against you is sometimes extremely necessary. If you can't or don't want to walk around outside, sitting by an open window and letting the breeze come on in, that's going to be a good alternative. Smelling fresh air like that is easy to help give yourself a break. If you don't or can't walk around outside, just sit outside for a bit. Maybe go sit in your car or just sit on your front stoop, on your stairs, on your porch, your balcony, whatever you have. Just sit outside. It doesn't have to be a big production. Just taking a little break and sitting outside. Watch an old movie from one of your favorite YouTubers. If I am feeling particularly upset or anxious, I like to throw on a Sophia Nygaard video. I have seen all of her videos several times. I know what to expect, and I know her humor is right up my alley. Find a YouTuber that isn't super aggressive or antagonistic and chill with yourself with their videos. The familiarity will just help you relax, help you chill. You can disassociate for a bit. You can get lost in the predictability of the video if you've seen it before and remember it. Or you'll just get to vibe with your YouTubers. Another one of my favorite YouTubers to just go back and rewatch her old stuff is Raw Beauty Christy. She's chill. She's down to earth. She's hilarious. And I get to watch her make makeup looks or try new products, which would be old products in this sense. But I get to just sit and be content and watch somebody I know that isn't going to make me feel bad about myself. And it's kind of like bringing a friend in and just listening to them share stories. I know that sounds so stupid, but it's really a good way to just, especially if you don't want to be around other people in real life, it's a good way to feel as if you're hanging out with somebody. The next tip is read a book. Pick one you've always wanted to read or an old favorite. If you don't want to read or you find yourself struggling with staying focused, try the audiobook. You can find a ton of books for free on YouTube, or you can sign up for a library account online at most libraries. I signed up for mine about 3 years ago on a holiday at like 4 a.m, and I had instant access to their online catalog. Now, obviously, not every book is going to come in an audiobook or ebook format, but you can find one eventually that you'll like, I'm sure. I will actually include a link to a Goodreads page in the description of some of my recent recommendations. These are books that are kind of happy, that aren't 100% sad, that don't have really sad moments in them. A lot of them are YA. If you've watched or listened to any of my podcasts, you know that YA is not a genre. It is a lens through which a story is told. And I will fight to the death on that side. Anyway, but YA tends to be the lens in which that I enjoy my book content. And I think that it's accessible for a wide range of people. Even adults enjoy it. So a link to my Goodreads page shelf for self-care book recommendations is in the description down below. The next tip I have, watch a favorite movie, but avoid sad ones unless you want to cry. Now, The Mummy is a good example of a movie that I can always fall back on. I have seen it dozens of times. You know the plot, you know it's fun, you know you like it, bing bang boom, simple, easy way to distract yourself for a few hours. Find a movie you like, one you've seen before, or, maybe it's a TV show. That's fine too. Pick a couple episodes in the middle of the series even, watch your favorite ones. You don't have to commit to rewatching the entire series if you love The Office, but, the one particular episode in season 3 is your favorite. I've never watched The Office. Then go to that particular episode in season 3 of The Office. If you know that you absolutely hate the first 2 seasons of Parks and Rec and you really just love season 5, go to season 5. Watch it. No one's going to judge you because it is your self-care time. Your self-care time. Eat a small snack. Grab a candy bar, a PB&J sandwich, some chippies, any snack that you like. Sit and pay attention to only the snack, though. Focus on the taste and the quantity. Don't just mindlessly eat. But you are welcome to have that snack. It's your body and a tasty food. It's not something to punish yourself for. It's meant to be enjoyed. Having that snack is something that will help you remember to enjoy the little things, So grab it. You deserve it. Treat yourself. Clean your room. Now, this one can be a little tricky, but pick up the clothes on the floor. Put your clothes back on the hanger. Organize your makeup, your ties, shoes, socks. You get it. Focusing on cleaning up a space and accomplishing something is great and distracting. It's a small thing and that's okay, but you finished something and you distracted yourself for a bit. And you don't have to clean your entire room or your entire living room or your entire house. You could clean just the counter of your kitchen. You could clean just your shower and tub. You could clean just, your desk. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but something small and isolated, perfect. You are going to have something accomplished at the end, and that bit of distraction, it'll help. Next one, listen to music. This kind of seems like a duh mention, but if you can find music to distract you, it might help. Singing along too is also going to, be fun. I cannot sing, but you best believe I'm going to be singing along to every track that comes up. It makes me feel so much better to pretend to be experiencing the things in the song or just escaping into that world. I actually spent some time, and I'll link to a Spotify playlist of some fun bops in the description. Nothing sad, songs that make me happy, smile, and sing. If you don't know the words, I strongly encourage you to Google them and sing along. Now, I personally like to crochet if I'm feeling anxious. I like to find a pattern online and try to make it. Now, I'm a novice when it comes to crocheting, but I like to have a finished product that I can display or wear. Scarves are super easy to make. They're usually just one long rectangle. There are lots of easy patterns online for free, like Ravelry, Pinterest, I believe Red Lion even. Or if you know how to crochet in general, just chain a long enough chain to fit around your neck and double crochet enough rows to make it the thickness you want. Then wear it and you get to showcase some art. Yay! If you can't crochet or knit, because those are two different things, try painting or writing. Any type of creative outlet that will give you something to focus on, and you'll have a finished product in the end. That is something that a lot of people don't necessarily always take the time for, but it can help. Another one is cook something. When I do this, I pretend I am the best host Food Network has ever had. I talk to myself as if I'm talking to the camera. I narrate what I'm doing, how long it takes, ways to change the recipe to your tastes. It's silly, I know, but that's the point. It's supposed to be fun, and then you get to eat afterwards, so it's a win-win. Journal. When journaling, there is no audience other than yourself. You can say whatever you want. Be brutal with yourself and your situation, and that's okay. You can be angry, sad, hurt, and then think of how you could pull yourself out of this. When I do this, I journal my thoughts and emotions. Then I read it as if a friend sent me that as a text. How would I respond to someone I love, and how would I help them? I write that down too. You could always go back and read it if you found yourself in the same situation again. If you have pets, cuddle them. They might not stay long, and that's okay, but the cuddles will help. Call someone. Either vent to them or don't. That's not the point. Hearing someone's voice can help. This bit of intimacy is needed, especially if you're anxious or in a tough spot. My favorite thing to do is to ask someone to tell me something pretty. This is vague, but the varied reactions I get are great. Some make up stories, tell me about their day, a story from their past, or tell me what they think is literally pretty. I know that a lot of these tips may seem obvious, but ultimately it's important for them to be said again. There are tons of other things people do for self-care, but these are the ones that I use and stand behind. If you're feeling sad or anxious, reach out to somebody. We have seen an increase in suicide throughout the world. It is becoming an even bigger worldwide epidemic. And honestly, I don't want to get too dark, but I really hope that if you are struggling with suicidal thoughts or tendencies, that you reach out to somebody, a loved one or a friend, a teacher, a boss, a coworker, a YouTuber. Honestly, I don't care. Please, the world needs you, and we do not want to lose you. I will link to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline in the description box down below. Please just reach out if you are feeling like that is your last resort. Let's go ahead and switch gears back into a little more upbeat. Like I said, a lot of these may seem pretty obvious, but they can be really easy, especially that drinking water one. Like, hydro me. Let's go ahead and hydrate. Like, why not? Let me know down in the comments down below some of your self-care ideas, or really just tell me something pretty. As always, my name is Sunny, and if you did like this video, give me a like. If you disliked it, leave a comment down below telling me, and tell me something pretty at the same time. Come on, do it. Hit subscribe if you would like to. It'll make me smile and happy, and it's free to do. Ring the bell if you want to. Also free. You can follow me on Twitter at SunnyGeekyGrove or Twitch, Instagram at Sunny's Geeky Grove. I make new podcast episodes every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A link to my Anchor profile is in the description box down below if you want another way to listen, such as Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I hope you have a truly amazing day. You deserve the best in life. You are amazing, wonderful, and valid. My name is Sunny. You have been fantastic. Thank you for listening. Bye.